In the dead of night, a scream echoed through the valley, a scream so terrifying that it shook the entire village to its core. No one knew whether it came from a human or a beast, but today, everything was about to be revealed. For several days, the people of a small village had been living in the shadow of fear. Every night, the stillness was shattered. The forest rustled ominously, and by morning, someone's livestock would be missing. Some villagers whispered that it was a vampire. Others believed it was an evil spirit, but the truth, no one knew. In that same village lived a man named Thomas, outwardly brave, but inside, shattered, weak, and desperately afraid. With no proper work, he could barely afford a meal. One day, Thomas made a promise to the villagers. "If I end this terror, will you give me a home, food, and a life worth living?" The villagers hesitated at first, but eventually they agreed. The night of the test, the moment that changed everything, Thomas tied a goat at the edge of the forest and climbed up a tall tree to hide among its branches. The villagers locked their doors and windows, trembling behind wooden walls. In that vast, silent forest, only two lives remained awake: Thomas and the helpless goat. Suddenly, the bushes rustled. Thomas's heart nearly stopped. A massive shadow emerged from behind the shrubs. First the head, then the shoulders, and finally the full, terrifying form came into view. A lion. Its eyes glowed red like the desert night, its steps silent, yet deadly as death itself. The goat froze in terror. Thomas held his breath. The lion stared at the goat for a moment, then slowly lifted its head and began walking straight toward the tree where Thomas was hiding. Thomas's vision darkened, his body trembled, and he slipped, falling heavily to the ground. Now he was face to face with the lion. The vibrations of the lion's growl trembled through the soil. Thomas had nothing in his hand except an old broken umbrella. Shaking with fear, he waved it wildly. "Stop! Go away!" The lion roared furiously and leapt forward with full force. Panicking, Thomas pressed the button on the umbrella. Whoosh! The umbrella snapped open instantly. Its black fabric spread wide in front of the lion's face. Startled by this sudden explosion of shape and color, the lion stumbled, lost its balance, flipped backward in midair, and with a sharp cry, disappeared into the bushes. Thomas stood frozen, unable to comprehend what had just happened. Slowly, realization dawned upon him. The lion had run away. The hero of the village, the villagers rushed out of their houses. They embraced Thomas, lifted him onto their shoulders, and cried out, "Thomas saved us! He is our hero!"